Hello, dear children. How are you all? Hope you are taking good care of yourself in this pandemic. Today, let's study a new poem that is Tiger. It is composed by K.K.N. Daruwala. Let's know about the poet first. K.K.N. Daruwala is a contemporary Indian writer who uses a lot of imagery from nature. He is a winner of 1984 Sahitya Academic Award for The Keeper of Dead, Apparition in April, Crossing of Rivers, the Commonwealth Poetry Award in 1987 for another literary work, Landscape. While pursuing his craft of writing, Keki and Daruwala served in Indian Police Service and he became Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on International Affairs. Some of his important works are Under Orion, A Summer of Tigers, and The Minister for Permanent Unrest and other stories. Such a writer who always got inspired by the nature children. So his poems we always find that something he has included from the nature. Now we can assume it by seeing the title of this poem. What is the title? That is Tiger. Here there is a pre-reading activity. Let's list some endangered animals. So endangered means the animals which are in danger. According to me, if I list out, tiger is first, then comes elephant, then mountain gorillas, turtles, deer, dolphins, and sharks. Why are they considered endangered? There is another question, children. They are considered as endangered because they are decreasing. They are killed more in number. And who are killing them? We greedy human beings are responsible for it. This world belongs to each and every creature, isn't it? So it is not that only human beings can occupy the whole world. Do you think it is right to kill animals? No, we don't think it is right to kill animals. They too have unique place in this world. They too have right to live in this world. What happens if the wildlife is endangered? If the wildlife goes on decreasing? See, if it happens, then the ecological balance will be disturbed. Another threat is infectious diseases may rise in humans and throughout the animal kingdom. Okay? Now let's read and find out what the poet want to convey a message through this poem. Before starting the poem, there is a video. I request you to watch that video, then we will continue.
Tigers, one of the most sensational predators of the wild. These big cats are widely known for their beautiful body and their killer instinct. There was a time when there were 8 tiger subspecies, but sadly during the 20th century, 3 were already extinct, and the other 5 are now at risk. Hundreds of thousands of these tigers are killed by hunting and deforestation. They are hunted as trophies by poachers, and now fewer than 4,000 tigers are left in the wild, and almost 7,000 to 8,000 can be found in captivity. If we don't let these beautiful animals stay in the wild and keep on reducing their numbers, the entire ecosystem will be at risk of mass destruction. Tigers have a very important role to play in keeping our food chain stable. The loss of tigers will only increase the number of ungulates, which will consume almost all the vegetations and force the insects and smaller animals to feed on our crops. And hence, human beings will suffer because of their own greed. The most common subspecies of tiger is the Bengal tiger. They are the most in number, but yet critically endangered. But with proper management, security, and law, these big cats can be rescued from getting extinct.
Hope you have understood the video, children. Now let's read and find out what message the poet want to convey us through this poem. The tiger isn't burning bright either in shadow or in sun. The tiger family is thinking two by two and one by one. See, the tiger is a majestic animal, isn't it? And it creates fear in the minds and hearts of those who come across it. So the phrase is here as burning bright. The king of the forest used to make the birds and other animals disappear with its loud roar, children. Means when it was roaring loudly, everybody who were there in the jungle, they used to get scared. It was the fearsome beast who created fear in other animals. Now their population has decreased, somewhat remained in odd number. So the poet says, either in shadow or in sun, the family of the tiger is thinking how to protect themselves. Why? Because they were two by two before, but now number has decreased and has become one by one. The tiger isn't burning bright in the forests of the night or in the wilderness of day. We need to understand his plight. According to the poet, the tiger was not shining bright, children, during the day or night. Once, when it was roaring, the huge jungle used to get frightened because of its wilderness. But it no more exists now. It doesn't have such kind of pride. The poet is highly upset by seeing the condition of tigers. They have become extinct. So he says we should understand their condition. Tigers are being hunted. The greedy people, to fulfill their selfish needs, are hunting them. So if it continues like this, soon the tigers will disappear like dinosaurs and mammoth. The father Sheru is missing now. Sheru has been shot and skinned. Poachers ground his bones to powder for some Chinese medicine. The poet quotes an example of Sheru here. He expresses his grief and says, Sheru is missing now from its place, and it has been shot dead, and its skin has been taken by hunters, and the bones are powdered and sold to make some Chinese medicine, which is believed that it can cure a sick man. Bones would bring them power, they thought, put life into some sickly man. Their souls were sick. Killing tigers is something we won't understand. Tiger bones are powdered and used as medicine, children, for the sick people. But the poet feels pity and says, the people who are using it as medicine are sick, not physically, but he refers as their souls are sick. Why? Because they are so heartless. They are killing the tiger to make medicine. So he says killing tigers has become a serious problem that we should understand. His skin is hanging on the wall. His bones are packed in plastic white and shipped out. A gecko on the wall is hunting insects on his hide. The poet feels depressed and sad with the action of human beings. So cruelly we are killing and destroying the majestic creation of God. The pride of the tiger is destroyed, children. Its skin is hanging on a wall now. Its bones are packed in plastic and shipped to other places. A small tropical lizard is hunting insects on its skin. Once the jungle used to be trembled by its roar. Now, what position has come to such creature where a small lizard is not getting scared of it now? It is hunting on its skin. Once jungles trembled at his roar, tree tops flew up, birds disappeared, monkeys screamed, what an uproar! Now geckos nibble on his ear. When Sheru was alive and roared, the huge jungle used to get frightened. Birds were disappearing, monkeys were getting panic with its uproar. But now he is dead, and his skin is hanging on wall, children, and the geckos are freely moving on its skin. Lord God had stamped upon his skin in equal strips both night and dawn. His black and gold won't shimmer now. Boar hunter, forest king, he is gone. Once Lord had stamped on its black and golden skin, which once glittered brightly, has now become dull and lifeless, children. Now it is not shining anymore like before. The tiger has gone and it has disappeared, almost became extinct now. I hope you have understood the poem, children. Read the poem, and if you find any difficulty, you can ask me. I request you to complete the assessment part of this poem and send me in Google Classroom app. Meet you in the next session with another topic. Till then, keep studying and keep taking good care of yourself. Thank you.